Welcome back, everybody. Coach Allison, week 6, Defy Aging to review with you. This week, there's going to be 2 circuits happening simultaneously. So half of your group will be in circuit A, half of your group will be in circuit B. You're going to complete 4 rounds of that circuit. Then you get a longer rest while 2 groups switch, and you do 4 rounds of the other circuit. Everything is timed, of course, the same. And that timing is 25 seconds on, 35 seconds off. So we're kind of getting away from the longer work, the longer rest. This is kind of in the middle. So everything's going to move along nice and quick. Okay, let's review circuits A and B. Okay, circuit A, the first exercise is a single arm overhead carry. We're going to attempt this with a kettlebell. If you're more, perhaps more advanced, have a little experience with kettlebells. If you're not quite there yet with the comfort level with kettlebells, we'll use a dumbbell, and I'll show you both. The good thing about doing 4 rounds is we don't have to worry about switching sides halfway through. So you'll do 2 rounds on one side, 2 rounds on the other side. There you go. So with the kettlebell, to get the overhead position, you want to rest the inside curve of the handle kind of right between your finger and your pointer finger and your thumb. And then you can do a little bit of a pop to get it up. That's fine. You can use a little bit of a push. But once it's up there, I like to leave my hand open. You can definitely grip if you'd like. I feel like it's more comfortable personally to have a relaxed grip. You want to make sure your wrist is nice and straight. So notice how my wrist isn't bending back. So that's really important. If you are wearing any sort of a watch, kettlebells aren't very watch friendly. So might need to take that off. Now, once we have the position, bicep, which is here, is staying really close to your ear. The arm is staying nice and straight. So notice how I'm not letting the elbow bend. I'm not holding it out here. So it's right flush with the side of my head. That's how we want to keep this. Now, your coach will have a designated space, and it's a single arm overhead carry. So we're going to do a nice controlled walk, keeping that weight straight up. If you have the ability to have a mirror around you, definitely going to be helpful, because as you're doing this throughout the 25 seconds, it's kind of common. This starts to happen. The arm starts to sink down. So we want to pop that arm back up. I'm going to show you the dumbbell with my other arm, because now that arm's getting tired. If you're doing dumbbell, we're going to turn the palm inward. Now with the kettlebell, I did have my palm out. With a dumbbell, it's easier to control it and keep it a little more stabilized with the palm turned in. So dumbbell, you're going to have the palm turned in, but it's the same, right? And the arm is straight. It's bicep close to my ear. It's not out here. And I'm not letting the arms bend at all. And you'll do the same thing, go for that little walk. All right, so round 1 will be right side, round 2 will be left side, back and forth for 4 rounds. Here we go. Okay, everybody, next exercise, the plank hip twist. Haven't done this one for a while. Those of you who have been with us for a while remember that this is the one where the feet tend to kind of crawl back slowly. So every once in a while you do need to sort of reposition your feet. It's slightly annoying, but it is what it is. Show you 2 options on the floor, and then of course for planks we always have an option up on an incline. So normal plank, which is on the elbows, traditional plank. Okay, I'm going to show you feet first. That hips are nice and level, so we're not popping the butt up. Then we do a twist side to side. This is where your feet tend to kind of crawl back a little bit. You need to reposition them every once in a while. You notice when you're twisted, that's when you feel more of the muscles on the side. You can do this in a knee version, of course. If you're doing knees, the twist is going to be a little bit smaller, so be ready for that. Also, if you're doing the knees, make sure you're actually in a plank, so you're nice and diagonal, your hips aren't too high. You can take that up to an incline as well. Put your elbows on an inclined surface to turn that into an incline plank, and you can still do the twist. The final station for circuit A is a Superman with a lat pull. So a lot of things happening here all at once. Entire posterior chain is working here. So for a Superman, we're always on the stomach, and you're going to grip the band about 12 to 16 or so inches apart. And normal Superman is a lift and a lower, right? And now we're adding a pull down or a pull back with this band. So we pull it apart and back, apart and back. So make sure the band is coming to the upper chest. It's not coming way down to the floor. Elbows draw back like you're trying to touch the elbows behind you. Our arms aren't coming out straight. Now, there's not a great standing version of this, but that is okay because you can still get a really good back exercise with the pull down itself, or I should say alone. So option to avoid a floor exercise is a band pull down. We're leaving out the Superman part because we're standing. Elbows down and back, pop your chest so we're getting that little extra squeeze between the shoulder blades. Make sure the band is coming way high to your upper chest. Same idea. It's coming here, not way down here. Okay, so Superman lat pull. Circuit B, first station, agility ladder, hopscotch. We've done this quite a few times. All right, I have my ladder at this gym is a little broken, so I only have a few rungs to use. So you want to jump in, both feet in, and then as you jump out, you're also jumping slightly forward. So I'm going in and out, and as I jump out, you notice my feet are flush with the next rung. And you continue that in-out pattern. You can take a pause. I kind of went really consistently. You can take a pause when the feet are in, pause when the feet are out, go at whatever speed you need. To take out the impacts, we're going to turn it into more of a fast foot drill. So now we're bringing feet in, out, out. So as you can see, the speed is a little bit less, but it does turn it into more of an agility drill. So hopscotch jumps or the in, out, out steps. Station 2 at Circuit B is a brace squat. I'm going to show you without a weight first, and then I'll show you with the weight for an added challenge. So brace squat, standard squat position, feet are hip width apart, toes just very slightly out. And as most of you know with squats, you want to sink those hips down and back. Now the brace component of this is arms out straight. So if you're not holding a weight, you're going to keep your arms straight out the whole time, down and up the whole time, arms parallel to the floor. Okay, we're trying not to let the arms fall down like that. So that's your option without a weight. If you feel like you want a little progression from that, we're going to hold a weight, but you do want it to be on the lighter side because we're not curling, we're not pressing. Anytime you have your arms fully extended from your body, it increases the feel of that weight significantly. So I have an 8-pounder. This is good. Like when the arms are out here, it's going to feel like 10 or 12 pounds. So keep that in mind. If you're holding the weight, instead of holding the arms consistently out here, you're only going to put the arms out as you're going down, and then you pull them in when you're at the top. That gives those shoulders a quick little 1 second sort of break, because 25 seconds of holding this out plus doing the squats, trust me, those shoulders aren't going to like it. So this is your brace squat. If you're choosing to hold a weight, again, look out for the arms falling down. We want those arms parallel to the floor. Also look out for shrugging. We don't want to go like this. Keep those shoulders down. If the weight you selected is too heavy, what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to get the arms fully extended. They're going to stop like right here. Check your ego, grab a lighter weight, because you do want a full extension with the arms. That's our brace squat. Final exercise, lying leg extension, I think. Like now I can't think of the name. Lying leg raise. Oh my goodness. Well, it'll be in your template. So you have the band around the ankles, mini band. Gonna lay flat, legs extended, and can you see me? Okay, this mat's not big enough. Keep the legs straight as you lift and lower. So it's going to be tempting to bend this knee. I want you to keep this top leg straight. See, my knee is nice and straight. Now, since there's 4 rounds, we don't have to worry about switching in the middle. So remember which side you did, because you'll alternate sides each new round, right? So you end up doing 2 rounds on each side. To avoid a floor exercise, still want the band around the ankles. You can hold on to something for balance, because we're going to do the same exact body movement standing up, just not lying down. So keep the leg straight. Maybe from the side is better. Leg mostly straight. You should always have, if you're standing up, you always want a natural slight bend in your knee. We never want to lock the knee. So I'm not going to try it with a locked knee. So when I say straight and it still looks like my knee has a little bend, because you always want a soft bend in the knees, just FYI. So anyway, you'll do one side, one round, other side next round. Again, same exact, movement, standing up or lying down. Team builder this week, you're going to be with a partner. You're going to be partner bicep curls. You're not actually doing the curls together. That doesn't make sense. But, okay, you'll face one another or both face the mirror or whatever. So you can see each other though. One partner is going to do a double arm bicep curl. Palms turn in at the bottom, up at the top. We're doing full extension at the bottom like this. We're not stopping like right here. We're not trying to get them done quick and doing that. We're not swinging. Okay. Nice normal curls for 10. Now the other partner is holding an isometric 90-degree hold, palms turned inward. See how my palms are turned facing one another. Want the upper arm flush with the sides. The upper arm is not back here. Hands aren't way down here. It's not holding the top of the curl. It's holding in the middle. Okay, see this body position? Holding that while your partner does their 10 reps. Then you both take a quick little rest and switch. Now my partner is going to hold that while I do my 10 curls. Suggestion to pick a weight slightly lighter than you would normally, because when you do those curls and then when you hold it, or the other order, doesn't matter, it's going to make those weights feel a little heavier. So suggest, and we're doing two sets of this. So suggestion to go maybe one set down in weights, but we're just going to do some nice bicep isolation for our final team builder this week. All right, team, that's our Defy Aging workout for week 6. Hope you enjoy it.